but I'm pretty sure you can't. You guys as in the 00 of you, but if you're watching in the future, you'll know. For those of you that are just watching this in the future, I tried to start this live stream, but the audio was turned off. So actually, you know what the problem was this van was picking up my Bluetooth connection. And so all the time I'll make calls, or I'll talk to people, or I'll send a message. And it turns out that the message was being sent from inside the van using the microphone inside that van. And they end up getting just nothing, dead sound. So anyways, hey, Salty Paul. That's what I said when you first said hey on the last one, when I didn't realize that I didn't have audio. I said, hey, Salty Paul, because you were the first person to message. I'm wearing my Boston Amplifiers hat. It's probably my favorite hat right now. Hey, Jason, how's it going? This is the coolest antenna company hat you'll ever see. It's flex fit. It's really, really high quality. And I really like it. I think it looks good on me. Hey, Jim, how's it going, buddy? Everybody okay? Hey, we got 18 people here. You know what, as we go through this was a bit of a surprise. This live stream is a surprise. Yo, Jayoe, unknown. Rick Den Brabber. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Sam, how's it going? I was thinking this might not be a very good time to do a live stream, but maybe it is a good time for some of you. And because I guess, what time is it in China right now? I don't have my phone. It's getting an early morning in China, so that'll work. Hey, Jeff, my teeth are yellow. Ugh, yuck. Thanks, Thomas. I'll give you a little look-see at some of the new things on the van, a little bit. But the purpose of well, Jason, we'll be headed up to the winter parts of the world here real soon. But the purpose of this video, real quick, before we get too far into fun stuff. Oh, I like how the palm trees are on the window of the van. That's pretty cool. Anyways, so the purpose of this video, real quick. Yeah, Matt. Okay. Matt Frazier just messaged me. He said, hey, I know that parking lot. Why? Because he was sitting inside this coffee shop with me just a second ago. Yeah, I don't know why my teeth are so yellow. They're not really that yellow. I think it's sort of we're in golden hour. It's making everything look yellow. That's my excuse. I do have to brush my teeth more though. Anyways, we are in Las Vegas. Mata. Hey, Lucky Bird. Baba. We are in Las Vegas right now. I was supposed to go from San Diego after I finished my lift kit and suspension system. I was supposed to go up to Oregon. Turns out the people in Washington that I was supposed to meet after Oregon weren't quite ready. And so I had like a week to kill. I didn't want to go north too soon because it's cold up there. And it's not so cold here. I mean, it's a little bit chilly, but chilly's going to take on a whole new meaning when I'm up north. And so I decided to stay down here for a little while. And while I was down here, I could have stayed in Los Angeles. I could have stayed in San Diego. I could have slowly meandered my way up the coast, which was a real option for me. But I decided instead, because I had a lot of videos to make, I decided to come here to Vegas. And so it's warm. My friend Matt lives here, who is in the chat right now, and I'm staying at Matt's house. Thank you very much, Matt. For those of you that don't know Matt is the guy that met me in Nepal before I did Everest. He's the guy that I explored the caves in Vietnam with. And no, John, no more off-roading. John asked if I was doing any more off-roading, and he's obviously referring to the sand situation I got myself into, where I got the van all bogged down in some sand, and it was not cool. It was not cool. I had to get somebody from Customs and Border Protection to tie me up and yank my ass out. Literally, yanked it by the ass out. Matt, have you heard of Martin Dullard. He's a YouTuber living in Italy, restoring a mountain cabin, but biked from Alaska to Patagonia and released a photo book. Well, no, I haven't seen that, Boo-Boo. It sounds like you're like, I'm like dating you. No, Boo-Boo. It's like a nickname for... No, I'm not dating Boo-Boo. Lots of rain there right now, but the snow is starting to melt. March is a good time, maybe. Okay, so I have to go up north now. In fact, tomorrow morning I'm leaving to head north. But I'm not, the starting point for my time going up north is not in California now. I'm in Vegas. And the reason I made this live stream kind of impromptu is because I have a lot of people along the coast of California that I was supposed to meet up with as I drove up. Because I put out a bulletin, I told everybody where I was going, and I have a few people that were looking forward to meeting me as I came up the coast. I'm gonna have to disappoint you because a few reasons I'm gonna take this interior path, and instead I'm gonna go up Nevada, cross into Oregon, and then head to the location where I need to meet these people in Oregon. If I was to go all the way from Vegas back to California, back to LA, and insert myself on the 101 to ride up the coast, it would have added a lot of time. I would have burned through a lot of miles, and California's gas prices are crazy expensive. So I'm gonna save a lot of money by going through Nevada. And I think this path might be a little bit easier for the van to get through because I won't be crossing over mountains and back and forth. So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just, I was thinking about it, and I said to myself, it's gonna be a lot better if I just take the route from here, going up and a little bit over, and then I'll get to Oregon. So I'm sorry if you're among those that I was supposed to intersect with in California, but I think that it's kind of cool, OP, too, because I'm going to build the van out. We're going to have the van fully constructed and everything, and then when I take my real tour around America with the van built as a video production studio, I'll make a better use of that coast, and we can meet then. Next summer or sometime next year. So not next year, you know, sometime in the warmer months when the van is finished and I go up to Alaska and I start working myself down the coast. Okay, so again, I'm sorry if you were expecting to see me in a very short while. It's going to be a little bit longer, so let me check the things. Let's see. Hey Jayoe, if you could look up that doctor from El Paso. These therapies, he's good exercise, and it helped me a lot getting my knee back together. Ross of Detroit, he has YouTube. I'll take a look. I'll tell you what, between Moira, we just started Moira. I mean, like just a few minutes. This is 8 minutes old. But yeah, my knee is not feeling good at all. I might have to make an update. It feels really shitty, as a matter of fact. And now I haven't been doing a lot of exercising, but I'm going to start exercise. I do believe that those stem cells helped me, or their process is to help me. And I don't want to say that they didn't do anything for me because maybe I wasn't exercising enough or doing enough work with the knees. At this point in time, in the phase of getting my knees stem cell therapy, I should be doing more exercises. So I'm going to start doing that, and in doing that, hopefully my knees get back into shape. I kind of slacked on taking my glucosamine and fish oil, which was a regimen of mine, and I'm going to try and get back into that. But anyways, so the purpose of this video was specifically to tell all of my friends along the coast of California that I'm sorry I'm not going to see you as I ride up to Oregon. I will see you. Oh, geez. Okay, that's not so bad. There's a massive winter storm in the Northeast. Hey, Red Sly Fox, how's it going? Let me look at comments. Hi, Robert Taylor. Hey, Jason. Oof, that sounds too cold. Safe travels, love your trike travel. Thank you, K-Lou. Oregon and go. Vorgo. Okay, let's see here. Lots of rain there right now, but the snow is starting to melt. Yes. Okay. Don't bet the van at the slots, brother. You look great too, man. Just not as much as the van. And no off-roading. Okay, so yeah. So as a matter of fact, it's kind of an interesting view here right now. If you look, I'm at a parking lot here at a coffee shop by the parking lot. But if you look way out, you can see that beautiful peaks way, way off in the horizon. That's Spring Mountain. And yeah, Robert, no, I'm sorry, buddy. That's I'm pretty much making this video for you, because I'm not going to be going through California. I know. I'm sorry, man. I was really looking forward to heading up there, but it's going to be like going an extra state in the opposite direction to come back and over the mountains. So yeah. Sorry, but I will come there, just maybe not as soon as I had originally planned. But I am sorry. How much has Vegas changed compared to when you went to China? Nash? Not much. I mean, some new casinos, but you know, it's funny, when you live in China 10 years, forget about it. I mean, 10 years can tweak an entire city almost 100 degrees, you know, like 120 degrees. Not a full 180 degrees or full 360. You know what I mean? There's a lot of changes. But Sinzane, yeah. I haven't been, well, I haven't been in China for a few months, so. Next, I promise, Robert, I promise, and I apologize to you, sir. Robert Taylor, I apologize. Because we were excited about meeting and doing some things, and I was too, but it's just not gonna work out right now. I actually, a friend of mine, Leon Solomon, he's in Phoenix, and I passed through Phoenix, and I didn't see him, and he was really disappointed that I passed through, and he's been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. Of the channel and of me, and I wasn't able to see him either. So maybe Robert, when I come, it's a little bit warmer. It'll be more lush and picturesque. Eureka, California, is Robert lives around there, and it's along the coast of California, south of San Francisco. A little south, right? While in Vegas, get yourself some breakfast. Hash house a go-go. Chicken and waffles. Yeah. Actually, Jim, there's a what is that? Something called an egg and an egg. A human and an egg, or something and an egg. What is the name of that restaurant? It's very, very north. Yeah, a little north of you know, maybe after I finish with Bend, Oregon, I can come down and around. I don't know. But I still think coming up through Nevada is going to be a little bit of a better way to do it. Too Much Egg? Is that the name of it? Too Much Egg? Something with egg in the title, and it's a very strange sounding title. Yeah, why don't we do, I'll show you the van, and why don't we do a little, I'm going to unplug the power bank. So let me show you some of the things on the van. Now, okay, so if you're watching the channel, I am currently in Palm Springs on the last video. Okay, Robert. I'm looking at maps all the time. I'm looking at a million different things. I just hate eggs. No, that wasn't me. Matt, that couple that met you has some awesome van life vlogs on your channel. Yeah, they do. You're talking about the Singaporean girl and her husband, the broken egg. The broken egg, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, so if you're watching the channel, I haven't yet sprayed the interior of the van with lizard skin. I haven't installed the lift kit. If you can tell, that's 2 inches higher than it used to be. It's 2 inches higher. It was here, now it's here. Can you tell? and the hood wasn't coated. So these are some new things that you're probably seeing. Also, the back's full of windows. Would you like to take a look? Are you interested in taking a look? Let's go and take a look at the van. The egg yolk. Yeah, that sounds more familiar. Okay, so. All right. So yeah, Kate. So the hood is done, and this is a really, really cool wrap. This is actually 3M carbon fiber wrap, and it is really, really nice. I mean, I think that looks really, really cool. And we did the wrap at my friend's place at Seaside Auto House, and there's actually a video of it on my Instagram. But the purpose for it is, one, for looks, because it just looks pretty cool, but two, it actually protects, because I actually had some chips here in the front from like road. You can see it right there. There's a chip underneath this piece right here, and what this does is it protects the hood from, you know, chipping. You can see here actually is a chip I need to repair, and then there's a chip here too. I mean, it's pretty easy to get some chips, especially with the hood is so flat that rocks just come and hit it. So the vents, these are original vents. We just popped them off and then cut in the wrap and then laid it down. It actually worked out really, really nice. But yeah, that's the wrap we did at Seaside Auto House. I also added a couple of these guys. So we have a couple of these shackles, and these shackles will connect to the winch, to the winch right here, and then I'll be able to pull shit or, you know, utilize the winch with this shackle. And these shackles actually have like a locking screw here, because a lot of people steal them, so they have that locking screw. So I mean, it's not impossible for somebody to take that off and steal these shackles, but yeah. So I've got the two shackles here on the front, and I got them in white. Looks pretty cool though. Pretty neat. So we got the shackles. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. Oh, I feel bad now. You're buying me a coffee. You're buying me a coffee, and I wasn't able to meet you. That's crazy. So yeah, you know what? I should take this and just make sure that I don't leave my wallet and my keys just sitting out here. So I can take a few of these things. And just hold on. Just put them there. We'll be getting some new tires and rims here real soon from a company called Method and BF Goodrich. But the tires right now have a little bit of tread on them, but it'll be nice to get some new tires on here. And the new ones are going to be like hybrid off-road tires. And there's the struts. So Bilstein struts and the lift kit there. And then in the back, I have, where are they? There's my Fox shocks there. And there's a lift kit. And also, you see that bolt? That bolt was completely sheared off when I brought that to Agile to install the lift kit. And so from the moment I bought this van, that bolt was sheared off. And you're going to be able to see all of this installation of the lift kit, the shocks and struts, the coating of the interior, the purchasing of the windows and all this stuff. Plenty of life in those tires. Yeah, not too much. Well, the new tires are going to be heavy duty. Anyways, you're going to be able to see videos of all of this. I'm editing them right now, and they'll be coming up on the channel. This video is probably about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of 2 or 3 weeks ahead. So anyways, let's take a look on the inside. I wonder if my reception will handle it. So this is the interior now, and you can see this is the coating. So we have 3 coats of sound deadener and like 1.5 coats of lizard skin ceramic thermal barrier, and this is the coating that went over each one of these squares is a piece of kill mat. There's kill mat everywhere in this van, and that was one of the big questions with regards to spraying this van, was how well is the van going to hold up? How well is that spray going to hold up if you spray over kill mat? If you guys don't know what kill mat is, so these are kill mat pads, and these are like sound deadener pads, and so I sprayed over them. And sprayed over them with this material. So if you guys don't remember, the interior of the van was white, and so now it looks kind of like a dungeon. You can see I didn't paint there because there's going to be a window. I didn't paint there. There's going to be a window. There's going to be a window. There's going to be a window. These boxes right here are all windows. So the windows here will go onto the wall. These big boxes are the windows for that side and that side. And then that box is these 2 windows. There's another box for this window, and then there's another box from there. Really, Jim? I bet you should be able to tell that there's a decrease in the reverberation of sound even with me talking. Yeah, I guess so. Because once the sound, there is literally nothing for this sound to reverberate off of. The walls and everything should be absorbing all the sound. What happens when I close the door? My backpack's up here. So this is what happens when I close the door. Probably a little bit more, but the door has this piece of plastic because this was original in the van and it had a lot of insulation behind it. So I actually put that back because I'm trying to keep as much insulation in there as well. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The other thing that I can show you guys is this, which is neat. Let's see here. Let me tip that up. Move that over. And let's see here. I'll just put that down here. This seat here now is this is where I go if I go to a truck stop or something and I work on my computer. This is where I go and set up my computer. That's not good enough. I need it to be farther away. Let me see here. I'll just use this. This van is like a hodgepodge of. There we go. That's better. So when I have the computer, this is my seat right here, and I sit here, and I have the air conditioning on. I have my phone right here, so I can work. And if somebody calls me, I can just whoop, and I work right here. It's really, really nice. And the seat sits back real far. I can even take a nap here if I want. This is actually a really, really nice spot. And it's made this way because I have a swivel in this seat called a Scopema swivel. And so that swivel allows this seat to rotate around. The driver's seat also rotates around. So it's quite nice. Oh, while I'm here, we can do some hat modeling. That would be fun. So it seems like every visit I go to, I end up getting some sort of apparel item. So every visit I go to, you know what I can do? I can turn this seat a little bit farther around and look at you. This is actually one of the ways that I want to actually. Just got home from work, Michael? Cool. All right, so it's nice that the seat rotates around. Super, super cool. So I got a bunch of swag from all these companies I'm visiting, and I did listen to your messages. I'm looking at the comments. We'll go through the comments in a second, but I thought this would be funny. So you tell me the video is blurry. Marcos, is everybody else getting blurry video? It might be because I'm inside the van. Although, you know what? We can fix that because I have the WeBoost. I just have to turn the van on. And then the WeBoost should start. It should be. Yeah, video should be good. Yeah, because we're actually really good. It should be WeBoosted right now. Okay. So every time I visit a company, I get like sort of get swag from them. So you tell me which hat you like the best. So this one is from Boston Amplifiers, the company that supplied me with the WeBoost that is providing you with the stream right now. There is nothing like that beanie hat, but let's go through and see. So this is Boston Amplifiers. So that's that. And then we'll go in order of visits, right? So a lot of these hats still have tags on them. This is the Backwoods Adventure Mods hat. So this is pretty cool, but it's a trucker hat with like with the opening and back. I haven't even peeled the stickers off. But this is the Backwoods Adventure. You guys like the flat or do you like the curved? I'm a curved bill guy, but there's a lot of people that aren't. So no, you don't like this one? Anyways, this is Backwoods Adventure Mods. Then we have this hat. This is Seaside Auto House. Now, the video should be reversed, I'm sorry, because I'm using the front-facing camera. But this is Seaside Auto House. This is where I spray the interior and everything. This is the guy that runs the rap studio. Is this? But I'll tell you what, I know. But this hat is very good. This is also a flex fit hat. This is a very, very nice hat. Curved, yeah, curved, right? I like curved too. So yeah, this is Seaside Auto House, which is cool. So let's see here. The next, okay, this one I just had to because I'm collecting the hats, and this was one of the first visits. Let's see here. Let me open it up. I haven't really worn this yet, but they gave it to me, and I figured I had to. So this is lizard skin. So yeah, Red Sly Fox. I'll be making travel videos like crazy once this van is finished. The whole point of building this van out is to make all of this van a tool for telling stories. So get ready. If you're suffering through this van part, like this build, just take it easy. We'll get through it. So anyways, this is lizard skin. Okay, so this was the company that made the spray interior. And boy, oh boy, those videos are going to be interesting to watch. Okay, so now we're going to get into Agile. Agile makes flat hats. Now these are the hats. That's okay, Marcos. That's cool. So these hats are sort of designed to wear flat, like that's the style, and so this is Agile Off-Road. Agile actually gave me a bunch of cool swag, t-shirts, a sweatshirt, and all sorts of stuff. And they gave me three hats. So there's this hat. Okay, you tell me, the black with orange. Yeah, right, motoring box. That's true. Douchey. Okay, this is the second hat. This is the white one with the black, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna curve one of these. You don't like the orange logo? Well, that's their orange. And then they gave me a camo one. And the camo one, I think you wear it. You can do like that. You can do that. You know. So that is that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take one of these hats and I'm gonna roll it, because you're not really supposed to roll these hats, but I'm gonna roll this one. We're gonna see how she looks. You gotta roll it real nice. Crunch it. Okay, so we got a nice roll to it. So yeah, but you can tell by the top of this hat that it's designed not to be rolled. But yeah, this is the Agile Off-Road hat, and you can tell that they're designed to wear like that. They're not designed to wear like that. Anyways, but the winner is got to be this one. This is a nice hat. This is a nice hat. Obviously, the true winner, is this one. You know what I mean? The true winner. But I'm trying to vary myself. I got a lot of people that have been helping me out, and I'm trying to spread some love to those people. Flat Elmer Fudd. Anyway, so this is nice, right? That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice hat. But yeah, the beanie, the fishing beanie is still awesome. Anyways, we're gonna wear this one because actually right now this is quite comfortable. It keeps my ears open. So anyways, yeah, so yeah, pretty cool. Let's see here. Jayoe lizard skin. Really? Okay, that's very cool. So okay, so there you can see this is my under the wheel well water. This is my under the wheel well water tank. That'll be interior. It'll be right there, and then that water tank is actually going to go underneath the van, right here. And that water tank is going to be my gray water tank. So, and then that's like just my temporary setup here, and yeah, pretty dark in here. And then that's all my Havelock wool. It's tucked into all the crevices and stuff. I'll have a lot more than that later. Today I bought a Craftsman wrench and socket set, which is cool. But yeah, okay. So let's go back to the table outside with the van in the back, and we can have some chat. I'll unless any of you have any more questions. I got a new set of sunglasses too. Tell me what you think of what we're doing the fashion show. I got these at Walmart. Good. Do you want to know something sad? I lost my Oakleys. The Oakleys that I've worn for so long, I have lost them. Oh, they're taking away the chairs. So I'm not going to be able to sit there. They're closing down the coffee shop, which means that we're you know what? We're stuck here now. So this is where we are going to finish the vlog, because I don't have that. So there's those glasses, and then there's these glasses. You guys like these glasses? I don't know. I bought them at a gas station, and to be honest, I don't like the look. Yeah, I lost the Oakleys. I'm so sad. I have had those Oakleys for almost 8 years. For almost 8 years I've had those Oakleys, and I am so sad that they are gone. I've had those Oakleys for so long that I replaced the lenses in those Oakleys. I actually replaced the lenses in those Oakleys. So sad. So I'm gonna probably splurge and buy another pair of Oakleys down the road. We will miss those Oakleys. I should do a tribute to those Oakleys. There are so many videos of me riding on the side of the road with those Oakleys on, mountain climbing, caving, Vietnam, Laos, China, Taiwan, Japan. I've had those Oakleys for a long time. Sad. Don't forget my back. It's right here. My backpack is right here. So anyways, let's go into the comment section and see what you guys have been saying. What kind of stories are you going to do after the van is done, Robert Taylor asks. Well, my mission, when the van is done, is to have a situation in the back of the van where I'm going to reach out to the community, and I'll try to find people with interesting stories, people who are doing notable things. You could do anything, right? This could be a musician, this could be a chef, this could be a businessman, this could be a garbage picker, this could be anybody that is doing something Oakley montage video, rest in peace. Anybody that is doing something, Jayoe, right? And what I want to do is I'm going to have this van decked out with connection points for cameras. So there'll be cameras in the front part of the van, there'll be cameras in the middle, in the end, camera stations and lights for all of the points inside the van. And what's going to happen is I'll go to Alaska. I'll find somebody that's opened up a coffee shop in the middle of nowhere, or somebody that's crab fishing, or somebody that is doing something notable. And I'll contact them or contact them through you guys. And I will drive my studio, my life, my van, my home, all the way to them. Then I will sit them in the van and we'll drive around their community, and I'll make a vlog, like a vlog that will be about their life, about their history, maybe about their story. We'll do something like a vlog. Then I will sit them in the back. No, Red Sly Fox. Actually, Red Sly Fox, Nuance is just getting started. The back of this van is going to be a hub for putting out information and telling stories. So no, it's not dead. As a matter of fact, it's not dead at all. So after, what I'll do is I'll tell these people, I'll say, so-and-so, we're going to take a ride around your community. We'll make a few videos of you playing music, cooking food, whatever. And then at the end of that, I want you to take me to the most interesting spot in your life. It can be beautiful, picturesque, notable, or whatever. And yeah, YouTubers, interviewing other creators, ghost town living, other people, TV celebrities. But it doesn't have to be notable people, just normal people with interesting stories, you know. And so just make sure they do a lateral flow test first if they get a lift in your van. Lateral flow test. I'm not sure what that means. Is that a COVID thing? Like a test, like a COVID test? So then, here, let me roll this around. So then we'll go into my studio. And so this area will be, picture in your mind, this whole bench, all the way back, all the way across, all the way to here, will be upholstered with really, really nice, like a cigar bar type lounge, like a brownish, like khaki-ish upholstered bench, and then very, very nice pillows and stuff that would be stacked up along the outside edge. Really, really nice. In here, there'll be a raised table with microphone stands. One microphone here, one microphone there. If I've got more than one person, I made this area really, really big so that people can kind of just chill out here, lean against the back doors, and just chat. So this area here can be for people. If we want to be more relaxed, we'll come back to this area. If we want to be more formal, it'll be up there. Then over here will be my area. That's where I'm going to sit and interview the people that will be part of that day's podcast. And that's when I'll do the podcast. And the cool thing is, all of these windows will look out into the world. So that's why I want these people to take me to someplace notable for them. So when we go to, you know, a lake that they grew up next to, or a mountain that they used to climb, or a forest that they used to go for inspiration, or whatever, the backdrop of our conversation will be that place. These windows will be highly tinted, so they're not going to take away from the light in the conversation. They're going to be polarized, so the colors and everything are going to be beautiful that will be out there. And they will be part of the conversation. So as people, can you guys hear me? Am I live? Are we live? Because I don't see any comments. Or am I really interesting? If I'm really interesting, just say yes or something. If I'm even here, I don't know if I'm talking to. Okay, Robert. Thank you. So, picture it. Really nice earphones. We can hear our voices. Really nice microphones. We can get the earthiness of the conversation. Really beautiful lounge. I mean, brownish couch with cool accented pillows, wooden accents with white, bright but also toned down, like very, very clean. And so having this neat conversation, amongst the person who I'm having the conversations with surroundings. And then so as I'm talking, so John, so you know, you climbed so many mountains in your life. Where did you get that inspiration? And then he'll say, you know, well, actually outside of this van, you see these trees out here? I used to sit and camp out near those trees. I used to walk this mountain. This is the trailhead that I used to go out. Or this is the coffee shop where I used to sit. Or this is the city. This is the parking lot. This is the garbage. This is the, even if I park behind a garbage bin, it'll be something significant to that person's life, hopefully. And so I want to make these podcasts from here, and then as soon as I finish, I'm going to publish them, and they'll be published directly from the van, or they'll be live from the van. And then I'll go on to the next place. I'll meet the next person. I'll tell the next story. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure it won't every day be an interview, but then there'll be parts, well, I'll just talk about life, or I'll talk about the place I'm at, and then I'll park up to that place. Yeah, did you hear that? Somebody hit the brakes pretty hard. But it's going to be really, really neat, you know? And I'll have the ability to put out these high professional podcasts and stories directly from the van, you know? I don't think anybody's done that. And the other thing that I'm going to do, if I can find a, you know what, I can show you. I'm going to buy a bunch of these. These are creepy vans with couches in the back are style. So, Snarky, he asked if I've seen any difference with the lizard skin. Yeah, you know what? When I turn the heat on, the heat stays inside the van longer. And when I mean, if you can hear the difference of sound, I think you guys have already heard, but when I stepped inside the van, my sound is muted. So there's a lot less reverberation off the walls of the van. But that also includes sounds from the outside. So if I shut this door, you're not going to hear, I don't want to shut it because there's good light coming in, but you're going to hear like a lot of, like, you won't hear a lot of road noise because it's all going to be captured in the walls of the van instead of reverberating in. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is, let's see here, is on the top of this van, I'm going to have the ceiling with strips. Basically, they're going to be really, really nice, like wooden birch strips that will go back. And the birch strips are going to be separated by about this much. In between each strip, I'm going to interlay like a black, like really, really thin stainless steel flat piece of metal. And they're going to go the length of these strips. These strips are going to go all the way to the front and all the way to the back. When they're finished, it's going to look like a whale's belly. You know, a whale's belly like has all those stripes. And in between those stripes, I'm going to be able to take tripods like this, extension pods, and at the end, I'm going to put a rare earth magnet, like a really, really strong magnet. So, for example, if I have somebody sitting in the corner and I want to light that person, instead of setting up a tripod or trying to figure out a place to put it, I'm just going to put a light at the end of this, because the battery-powered lights are really good. Put a light at the end, and then I'll just go, and it'll stick to the ceiling. And then if I want a camera right here, I'll go, and the camera will point this way. If I want something here, a light there, a camera here, I'll just be able to use this area as a place from which to develop all sorts of different lighting and video scenarios. So that's my idea. I've tested it a little bit, and I think the idea has merit, but I got to implement it, you know. But I think that's going to be neat, because one of the things here is you can't control a lot of light, you know. Make sure you use magnetic stainless. Yeah. Well, I'll have to find some material that's not too heavy, that I can use in a very, very thin way, that I can like sandwich in between those fairing strips, and then that it's going to look nice too. And yeah, very, very, very thin. Talk about planning ahead. Jayoe. Yeah, great hat. Thank you. Magnets are heavy though. Well, the rare earth magnets are not that heavy. And actually, magnets in a van like this are very useful. People use magnets to put jars and knives and in storage containers and all sorts of things. I think hooks would be better. Nash, I thought about hooks or like slide-in sort of mounts. But first of all, they look ugly. I don't like having mounts everywhere. I was even thinking about doing 1/4-inch threaded, you know, receptacles, and then you thread it in, thread it out. The problem is that if you have a mount and you hit it, then you'll rip the mount right out of the wood or the ceiling. Now, obviously, I don't want to kill any of my devices, but the lights and stuff are pretty damn durable. And so if you bump into it with enough force, it'll just fall off. It's just sort of like a mag lock on a computer. I've done a lot of thinking about it. You'll see more about it later as I really start to implement it. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Oh, it's funny to watch the subscribers up and down. Neodymium magnets are small and powerful. Yeah, exactly. I bought a whole bunch on YouTube or on Amazon, and I'm testing them out. You know, so yeah, I like the idea of being able to move them around. And if you put mounts or things, then you lose options. Whereas if I wanted to say the light's not good, the light's good here, I can do that. I can shift it very, very, very minutely, very focused to bring the light and the filming and everything into sound absorption matting behind the bird strips will make a huge difference in sound. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think that the sound quality back here, especially with good microphones, good atmospherics, could be. I could have a really, really amazing, high quality interview platform in the back of this van to tell some amazing stories all over. And even with like the nuance, like you're talking about nuance, I can actually have, you know, nuance videos back here all the time. I can reference news, international stories, personal interest stories. I could talk about what's going on Twitter and things that I'm frustrated with, and political stuff I'll keep on nuance, and then personal interest stuff I'll keep on this channel. I think it's going to be great. What is that? CHP style. What is CHP? I'm not sure. Anyways, so that's what the plan is, and I'm kind of excited. You know, we've got some really, really big news. There's some questions from before. One of them was, how am I doing this? How am I paying for a lot of this stuff? Well, some of the things I'm paying for, other things are being sponsored. And then the sponsorships are coming in different ways too. Sometimes people are paying for everything, and other times people are paying for most. And sometimes people are giving me a little discount. So I hope there's space left for you to sleep in it once you're done. There we go. That's a good question. And that's why I designed this bench is a J. So this is the short end of the J, and then it crosses over, and then this is the long part of the J, and it goes right to here. And so I am the type of person, I don't sleep with like a lot of, I don't move around a lot. And so my sleeping area will be from here to here. And I have this much space over my head. So there's a lot of space here. But this will be the place that I probably sleep. And I'll also have the table will be able to inset here and will form a larger bed as well. And then when I'm not using it, the cushions will come off the table and will go and become the back, backrests of the couch area here. So I've thought about it a lot. Matt, may I ask your sales pitch when you assess sponsorships? Well, I mean, it's not just one pitch. In order to get people to help me or want to take part in this journey with me or provide me with some stuff, I had to go over the course of 3 months to all of the biggest shows with regards to van life and building, all of the product manufacturers. So I went to Overland Expo Mountain West in Colorado, then West in Flagstaff, Arizona, and then I went to East in Virginia. And at every visit, I met the same group of people. The first time I met them, they were like, "Who the hell are you? Get away." The second time I met them, after a bunch of emails and calls, they're like, "Oh, you're the Matt guy." The third time I met them, they were like, "Oh, hi Matt, how's it going? Are you going to come by the office on this date or this date?" And also the first time that I met them briefly at the first event, and I got all their names. So when I went to the second event, before I did, I made each company a video. I made each company a personalized video. So if I knew Sally was the head of purchasing at some sort of solar panel company, for example, I made a video. Hey Sally, it was really nice to meet you at the event, blah, blah, blah. This is my van behind me. Here are some clips of my journey. This is how much I focus on my ride. For example, when I cycled around Asia, I focused on my trike a lot, and I had a lot of focus on that. Boom, boom, boom. I show some, here's my map. You know, a lot of these sponsors, they want to make sure that you're not a flash in the pan. They want to know that you're going to be, you know, you're going to be there for the long term. And so what you do is you show them, I've done, you know, I've done 10 years. I plan to do another. We're going to have to take that person off here. Hide user on this channel. Users messages will be hide user. Okay, put user. So yeah, sorry, that person was a scammer. But yeah, and then so I made the videos, and the videos first told my story, second told the length and breadth of my journey so that they can understand that I'm not just going to make one video and go away. And thirdly, I made a pitch on how I want to integrate their products into my video project as well. And then I also pitched this journey which I'm on, which is the North American Van Life Industry Tour. And I said, listen, I'm not just going to buy your stuff and install it at my house. I want to go to your factory. I'll drive to Arkansas. I've spent beyond the money that I might have saved on these sponsors. I've spent like thousands and thousands of dollars in just gas, and put another 20,000 miles on the van in the process. I mean, I'm like sort of driving the van into the ground just to get the van built. And so that kind of shows that I'm committed, you know what I mean? It shows that I'm willing to take some risks. I'm willing to, you know, go the extra mile. And I think that's really important. That's what people really want these days. The video introductions, though, extremely, extremely good. Let's spin us around so the light's a little bit better. Yeah. More weight, more fuel consumption. Yep. I mean, it hasn't been. I get about 12 and a half. Oh no, about 13 and a half, about 14 miles per gallon. If I go really slow, around 65 or 60, I can get around. 15, which is good. Now, Robert will show you the most beautiful places when you meet. Great area. Thanks, Cher. Yeah. Maybe it's actually better that I'm waiting until the van is more finished. Then I will have more opportunity to see and to capture those things. And I just think. Plus, as far as sponsors go, the other thing that I've been able to sell is the idea that in the end I'm going to produce a podcast. Hey guys, this is Matt from the Jayoe Nation podcast. We're going to talk to a cyclist who's been riding around the world forever. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about Victron Energy. These are the batteries that I have in the van to take me around the world. Victron has been great to supply me with all the blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about actually having people pay me, you know, a sponsorship, an actual sponsorship deal, where it's not just that we'll help you with stuff, where they'll provide me with actual income. So that's good. Anyways, yeah, Robert, I'm looking forward to it. And now I'm going to look into the comment section. How long did it take you to stuff all those wires back in? Oy vey, it took me a while. As a matter of fact, let me show you. So I think that Nash is referring to this wire harness. This wire harness here, which goes all the way up to the front of the van, I had to pull out in order to do the spraying. And when I put it back, I had to put it through. There's a wall here that you have to go through. There's a wall right here, actually, that I had to cut holes in. And when I reinstalled the wires, they're soft. They're like really, really comfortably nestled inside all of this sheep's wool. That's what this is. This is sheep's wool called Havelock wool. And then the wires go up here, and then they go down this tube all the way to the bottom to supply to the sensors and the lights on the driver's side. And then they go across the top bar here and down and feed all the electronics and lights on the passenger side. That was fun. But I'm getting quicker and quicker at it every time I do it. It's like the third time I've done it. which is pretty crazy. Hey Matt, I ordered one of your t-shirts during the kind of deep pandemic, and I ordered a girl's one. I don't know if you remember, but let's just say she loves you now and wears it as a dress. Oh, that's so cute. Thomas, if it's okay, you know, send me a picture. That's mcgalat@gmail.com. Send me a picture. Or if you have one on Facebook, share it with me. I'd love to see it. That's cute. Sheesh, that definitely took a lot of that took a lot of work, but it was worth it, because in doing so, every time I do something, I simplify it more and more. I'll wrap wires in a little bit of a better way, and I'll learn how to do it more and more. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram. I had this entire dashboard, the seat I'm sitting in, the driver's seat, the batteries, all the cabling, this headliner, everything here was out of the van when I sprayed. All so that I could spray the area underneath these seats and up into the engine compartment. I mean, I had this whole thing tore apart. Ugh. It was a pain in the ass. But you know what? It's done now, and it's done right. And you know, when you do something right, it feels good, right? It feels good. Let me go through here. How long do you plan on keeping this van before upgrade? Savvy Symbiote. You know what I was thinking about? Like, what if somebody was to help me with a new van? I don't know. This van is going to be built so to spec to my tour. I don't know if anybody else would want this van. It's going to be designed for a studio. It's not going to be designed for anything else. Somebody's going to have to really love my style in order to buy this van for any sort of good amount. I need to learn to be your moderator, kick out the spam, most important companies as you speak, etc., etc. Did you have any screws left when you put it back together, Steve Johnson? Yes, as a matter of fact. Where are they? I think I had some here. I have to keep them separate because if I mix them in with the other screws, yeah, I have a few of these. Ooh. Frustratingly so. I don't know where they go. Okay, let's see. Hide user on this channel. Who wants to? Let's see here. Are you still posting on your China social media, Billy? Yep. Still posting. Still growing there quite a bit. Keith, I'm gonna make you a moderator. I hope I'm not making a mistake, but you have the ability to kick people out. So if you see any of the only kick out, you don't kick out anybody that's calling me a jerk. Just kick out people who are doing that sexual stuff. Matt, when will you come back to China? Art, I don't know, man. I want to go and spend time with my daughter and Annie, but I don't want to go through a 1-month quarantine. It's going to have to be after China sort of relaxes some things. So what about the FAA course? I'm working on it. Not finished yet. I never want to change this van, even at this stage. Let's see here. Let me go back farther. Did you find where that sound was coming from? What sound? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Was there a sound? There's probably. I live in China. How can I deal with friends and family in the West who falsely think I live in the equivalent of North Korea? I don't know, food for thought. It's really hard. I mean, I was talking to some old friends the other day, and they were talking about China as if it's the worst. They're like, aren't you glad you got away from that place? That was, you know, it's the most evil place on earth. I don't know. Hey, Matt, I've enjoyed watching your videos in China. I live here myself, there myself. We'll be talking about China and all the negative things being said about it. Yeah, I will. Will I be talking about China and all the negative? Yes, I will. But not on this channel. It'll all be on Nuance. And after the van's finished. Any news on Annie and Eva? Will be coming to the States. Will they have visa issues? Moira, they have their new passports. They just got their passports renewed, and they have visas, but they still have to. We got to jump through some hoops. I'm not 100% sure yet. Good morning from Ningbo. It's a good cold one. Hey, Steve. Yeah, okay, that's Steve. Steve, how's it going, man? Sorry. How to do a video and showing at events to future possible clients is good advertising. Yep. I will also be going to events now that I'm part of this community. I'll be going to different overlanding events as a demo vehicle, because a lot of the stuff I'll have in this van will be stuff from 2022, stuff that will be like future stuff, and so people are using me as a guinea pig and I'll be going to the events kind of talking about that. Matt, I've watched your videos back to 3-4 years ago. Yong Chao Chao. That's cool. That's cool. You're good market, Matt. Robert will show you the most beautiful. Okay, more weight, more fuel consumption. That's true. Also, the less aerodynamic because I have that bumper. Huge respect. I've been viewing your background work. Penn Thomas. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Van Life NASCAR stickers. Okay, so I've collected decals. Matt, have you collected decals from your sponsors to put on the outside of the van? I don't think I'm going to do too much on the outside of the van, but I'll have a few specific logos and stuff, but nothing too big. Let's see here. Hide user. Nothing better than visionary with a wonderful attitude. Excited to follow you. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you, buddy. Wow, we are getting. There are a lot of these sexual spammers. That's weird. Let's see here. Sound absorption matting behind the bird strip will make a huge difference. Your audio quality. Yep. Citizen Unplugged. Thank you. All right. I'm sorry if you've said something I haven't answered. Then say again, okay? Because I'm going to go back to the beginning here of the chats. Smiles per gallon. Yeah, that. Ooh, I love. That's a good idea for a shirt. Getting great smiles per gallon. The very efficient smiles per gallon. I love that. I find it sad so many people in the West, specifically UK and Americans, are believing what email can represent. Yep, it does. It frustrates me too. I know I've been following for years. Your video makes me miss the tiger duck. Your last video makes me miss the tiger duck. Yeah, that's for sure. Are you still in touch with Guela60? Thomas, yeah, I just talked to him the other day. What is Serpent ZA like in real life? I don't know. I met him many years ago. I bet he's a different guy, just like I'm a different guy from when he met me. Sound joke, the picture of the van taken apart. Other than Alaska, you should try vlogging in Latin America. Might be even more popular. Well, that's the plan. Is it possible to be freelance in China, or is it hard to pay tax? Depends on what you're freelancing. YouTube is okay because all my income really comes from America anyways. So that works out really well. But if you're trying to get a job that you're being paid inside China, it can be difficult. Depends on your visa. Because different visas only allow certain working conditions. Matt, do you think it's possible for reopening China in 2022? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think so. Did you get your booster? I'm thinking about it, but I'm still a little early. Only 4 months since my last jab. China won't open this year, no way. That's what I think, Steve. Okay. So, anyways, there we go. Does anybody have any other questions or comments or whatever? I'm editing videos, trying to get all my videos done before I leave Matt's house tomorrow. And so I have 3 videos ahead. So I'll have 3 consistent days videos coming soon. We'll talk about the windows. We'll talk about, will your family join you sometimes? Yeah, Lisa, but we've got to get normalized between countries. It's easy for me to leave and come here, especially because I'm doing this van thing because I'm an American. And I have family here, my family in this, but she would be leaving behind the comfort and security of having all of her family in Ningbo. It's a big thing, and she can't go back very easily, and so obviously it's not an easy situation, and my choice to come here was not an easy one for anybody, but we made the decision, and they understand me, they love me. And so, she's going to probably come to America when she is more understanding that she'll be able to get back without having too much trouble. So, traveling these days is just not easy. You ever go for tea time special in Hong Kong with Fairwood Yoshinua? No, I don't think. Is that a place, Yoshinua? Matt, your wish your dream will come to completion. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Young Chao Chao. I may marry a Chinese lady. Is it true that you can't work once you're married or something like that? Well, if you have a work visa that's based on your marriage, so if you have a marriage visa, technically no, you're not supposed to work. So, yeah, but you can get married and not have a marriage visa. You can have a business visa, in which case you can do business. but you have to make sure you have the corresponding visa that allows you to do what you're planning to do. If you want to do it just depends on how you do it. How did you meet that couple from Singapore? Nash asked. I met a couple I met her, Kate of all traits, very, very bubbly, beautiful Singaporean girl. She is a TV actress and model, and she was doing a TV show here in a van. If you look at my episodes on the channel, a couple over, you'll see that. And her husband now, they're engaged now, so husband to be, he had a weird name, Zeke. I'm sorry. Anyways, I met them outside of Arizona at a Starbucks, outside of a Starbucks. Hey, Mo Yo. China's a great country and doesn't deserve all the negativity. Well, it's a great country, but, yeah. Any chance Annie could go via Malaysia and bring the tiger? I don't think so, Mike. I wouldn't put that on Annie. That's something I've got to deal with. Do you miss hot pot? Hell yeah, food for thought. I miss hot pot. Any update on the tiger duck? It's still at a factory. It's at a factory with high security in boxes. It's not out sitting open, so I think it's very safe for as long as I need until I decide to try and go get it. So don't forget to hit the like button for Matt, guys. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're at a little over an hour. I've got to do some more editing. I'm trying to get more videos on the channel because I'll be driving for the next couple of days. If you're just coming, the reason for this episode was I am in Las Vegas right now, and I'm going to be driving straight up to get to Oregon instead of going to the coast and riding up the coast of California to get to Oregon. So, Yom Chow Chow, when will you come to Europe? Well, I've got to go all the way down through South America, across to South Africa, and then up to Europe. So I'm not sure. Good show. I'll give you a thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. This is nice, actually, to do a live stream. I'll have to do more of these. But anyways, if you were on the California coast and we were supposed to meet, I am very sorry. But we'll see each other, just not so soon. So I did just talk to my friend in Vancouver, who and I'll be going up to Vancouver to seeing some special friends up there. So yeah, everybody waiting for me. That's fantastic. Got a lot of road in front of me. Got a lot of experiences. Ujao, just missed you. How are the knees? Not very good, Ujao. I've got to do some therapy on him. So Cyrus. I don't know why his name was not coming to my head. Anyways, we're gonna see Cyrus in Vancouver, which is gonna be great. So, Jayoe, stay safe, and we will talk to you guys later. And remember, the next episode that you'll see on the channel will probably be from about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I think it's still before New Year's. So we've got a few episodes to come before New Year's. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Jayoe.